LLNच्या माय सिटी माय विजन ह्या कार्यक्रमात आपलं स्वागत आहे. मी आहे आज श्रेयस समेलजी यांच्यासोबत. आपण आज संवाद साधू. सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट माय सिटी माय विजन. सो व्हेन वी talk about our city, there are a lot of things to share, lot of things to talk about, positive, negative, many things. So today we are going to talk about what is the vision and how the city can be better. I have the person with me sitting next to me. So let's start with this. Let me introduce him for the first time. Like, he has been twice term corporator in Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation. He has been doing lot of civic works in the city. He has a good connect with the common people around in Kalyan West as well as the other parts of the city. And talking about his journey, let's hear it from him.
Hi, good morning. Jai Maharashtra Sarvanna. Actually my political journey started in 2010. Actually I never wanted to be a politician in the first place. My father, late Shri Samel, was the first deputy mayor of KDMC, and after his sudden demise in 2010, I had to enter politics by public demands, karyakarte ka demand and everything. So I contested the first elections in 2010 as an independent candidate, and I won that election. And after doing hard work for 5 years for the people in my ward, I recontested the elections in 2015 on Shiv Sena ticket, and I got re-elected again.
Okay.
And in this journey I have acquired a few positions in KDMC as well. Like in the first term itself I was C ward committee head, then I was a member of the standing committee, and in the second term by blessings of current CM Eknath Shinde Sahib and Dr. Shrikant Shinde Sahib, they positioned me as the leader of the house in KDMC, and as the leader of the house I was also the board of directors in Smart City Mission.
Okay.
So in past 10 years I have been doing the work in my capacity for the goodwill, for the good of this of the people in my ward and as a city as a whole.
So you have done multiple roles in the city. So like, to start with, if we talk about being an independent candidate and getting elected and then representing your area, how difficult it was for you?
It was difficult in the sense that I was never a part of politics. Whatever I had seen politics, it was from my dad. I had seen right from my childhood how social work he used to do, how he used to help people, how he managed to do developmental programs in the vicinity where we live for the city, and I didn't have the first hand experience as such. So it was very difficult for me. I was doing my studies and then I worked for corporate for 6 months, and then suddenly I had to change my fields. So it was really difficult, but with the blessings of my karyakartas and all the senior political leaders and everyone, I managed to do that, and it was very difficult to adapt at the first how things work in KDMC,
right,
how a certain work has to be done from KDMC bureaucrats.
Right.
So it was very difficult, but I learnt and I tried to do things positively, not get bogged down by this is not happening, what can I do, these things are not happening in my way, so what can I do. So I learnt and I tried to do good things for people, so I managed somehow. I survived.
Right. So learning is the key.
Right.
You mean to say
Right.
every day is a learning lesson for you.
Correct.
So now when we talk about my city, my vision, so it's not easy to have a vision for your city, right?
Right.
You can crib about a lot of things. We don't have roads, we don't have this, we don't have that, but to have a solution, to have a vision, it's very important.
Right.
And doesn't come easy. That will always come with your
Correct.
experience, with your learning, everything. So I'll ask you some quick questions so that people also
Sure.
come to know what
Sure.
it is all about. Speaking about my city, my vision, let's talk with the positive point. What do you think Kalyan as a city is, how it has been, what are the positive points, and how the city has been growing, and maybe slowly, but yeah, something is happening. So let's talk something positive to start with.
If we talk about Kalyan, we have to go way back in history. Kalyan was actually the main port, trading
Right.
port in this area. Mumbai was not even formed then. And from then, Kalyan city was a main trading port. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj himself came to Kalyan. There is an iconic Durgadi fort in Kalyan West, and it has a history, rich history.
Right.
But somehow over the period of time, Kalyan lagged behind. When cities like Mumbai, Thane came up, Kalyan lagged behind somewhere. So it has grown exponentially for last, if you see, 10-15 years. Like during old times, like when I was a kid, if you came to Khadakpada side, there was nothing.
Nothing, yeah. Correct.
There were only farmlands, and we used to cycle here and run around. There were open grounds. And it has grown exponentially for last 15-20 years. It has become a cosmopolitan city. It has become a satellite city for Mumbai.
Yeah.
We provide a lot of workforce who travel daily to Mumbai and Thane, Navi Mumbai and other areas. So the growth has been tremendous. If you see, Kalyan was limited to old Kalyan, let's say for Bazarpet area, Tilak Chowk, Ahilyabai Chowk, that area. But now, if we come to Khadakpada area, Godrej Hill area, Vasant Valley area, it has almost become a like New Kalyan.
New Kalyan, yes.
It is
known as New.
Yeah, it is known as New Kalyan. It has developed in a good way.
Right.
But still, there are a few issues which I can highlight.
We can highlight further, yeah. So after the positive points, yes, let's get into some of the issues in the city and how, more importantly, how we can solve them, what are the solutions and what can be done. So where does the city lag behind? Like some of the points, major points which you can highlight, where do we lag from the other cities?
Right. When you visit Mumbai or visit Thane, for instance, where our city lags, the main issue right now, current time, is the road conditions. If we see, like wherever we go in Kalyan, there are potholes, and people are really frustrated about this.
True.
And as we say, people are resilient by force and not by choice. So we are really testing their patience right now.
Correct.
So I think KDMC officers, engineers, bureaucracy, commissioner, they have to work fast. They have to act quickly and get this work done. I guess somewhere the bureaucracy is lacking will to work for the people, because as long as, and what's the thing that whenever public comes on the road, then
there is some action.
Then there is some action.
Right. That should not be the way.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, KDMC should come on the road, do the work for people,
and then public speak.
And then public should speak. Yes, correct. But that doesn't seem to happen. The major issue, I guess, with the construction of roads in Kalyan is the tendering system that has been adopted for years and years. I have been working in KDMC for last, say, 10 to 14 years now. And I have seen the tendering system applied by the engineers and the bureaucracy. And it's the same old method.
Okay.
Like the terms and conditions which are set, they are set
it's
for, it's the same thing, like for 10-14 years. So there are no new contractors, no new technology coming in.
Okay, yeah.
We can say there is a cartel that has been formed in KDMC, and only those contractors who are not doing quality work for people, the people's money is wasted, it's going down the drains, and the planning by the engineers, that is not happening. Like a few days back, I met Honorable Commissioner Indurani Jakhad ma'am regarding the same issue. There I was told that on some roads there is no storm water drain.
Okay. So that's a major problem.
So that's a major problem. So that has to be addressed by engineers, not by any politicians, not by any corporator, not by MLA, not by MP.
Correct.
These are the works that should be done by engineers.
Yes.
Like before constructing the road, you should see that there are storm water drains, and when there is rainfall, the water should not stay on the road and it should drain out. So that is the major issue. So that is where engineers lacking. They are lacking, bureaucracy is lacking, and commissioner is lacking. Also, we are not able to use new technologies because no new contractors are coming. Like if you see, there are a lot of new techniques and technologies that are coming for road building as well. If you see cold mastic, geopolymer, like many of them.
Right.
Like Honorable Eknath Shinde Sahib recently visited Mumbai Goa highway, and he used a certain new technologies which can be used,
yes, correct,
which is not happening in Kalyan. So if things can happen in Mumbai and Thane, why can't that happen in Kalyan?
right,
So when we say that for certain work to be done, there has to be political will.
right.
There is political will in Kalyan,
Right.
but the bureaucracy will is lacking.
Okay. So you mean to say there is no new participation happening when
Correct.
it comes to tendering work or the
Correct.
contractors, all the old people who
Right.
have been doing the same work, they are continuing the legacy.
Correct.
And there is nothing new coming up.
Correct.
So that's the major problem. And
Right.
when we talk about measures, like what measures can be taken to solve this, like not just the road, I am saying in generally, what is the one good major measure that we can insist on to have an overall development for the city?
First and foremost, as I said, there should be a bureaucratic will.
Right,
For that, we need a strong commissioner.
right,
A lot was expected when Indurani Jakhad ma'am took the charge, but sadly, nothing has happened.
okay,
She's not in action. I can see there are a lot of issues coming up recently. There is traffic snarls, there are bad roads, everything. There are issues of hoardings, water supply issues, lot of issues. But somewhere commissioner is not taking proactive actions that needs to be taken.
right,
So first and foremost is the bureaucratic will, and the captain should lead from the front.
Right.
That's commissioner. She should come on road and she should
Tell this is
take
not
the
happening,
take the first hand report from the road and not do the meetings in their closed conference room and go on the road and work for the people.
correct,
So that's main. And secondly, again I said the tendering system needs to should be tweaked a little.
Right.
New players should come in. Good contractors who have done good quality work elsewhere, they should participate, and then
Yeah.
slowly the changes
It
will
change,
happen. Yeah.
So going little out of the box, are there like people who want to participate? Like you said, you must be knowing contractors who really want to come, but then it's not happening because they don't find the place.
There might be
yeah.
who, as a businessman, let's see, if I am a contractor, I am a businessman and I am working in multiple cities,
Right.
and if I want to increase my profits or increase my revenue, why wouldn't I?
Right.
I would obviously
Definitely.
come in the new city, do my work,
Right.
earn profits, earn revenue, do some good work,
Right.
earn some goodwill, and on that basis I will get another work.
Correct.
So as a businessman, if I am a contractor, I would obviously want to have a new city under my belt.
Right. And maybe KDMC can also come forward and find out such people.
Correct.
From the city or maybe outside.
Right,
who
right,
can
right.
come participate and improve.
Correct.
Overall. So this was about the measures. Now, like when we talk about issues, there are station congestion, waste management, a lot of things like water problem,
Right.
water woes, which has been there for particular areas
Right,
so many years.
right.
Then we have dangerous buildings happening,
Correct.
dilapidated buildings which is not regularized,
Right.
illegal buildings which are not regularized. So all these problems, when we see, there should be a solution to it, right?
Correct,
So
correct.
one you said is willpower should be there,
Right.
everything should be there. But all these problems, do you think there is a change, like with the smart city also going on? Is there a change in all these problems? Like something is taken up. Do you see any change?
Yeah, there are a few positives to take away from when you talk about smart city mission. Let's talk about a smart
Right,
city mission
right,
for
right.
some time. Like there are a few positives that will come out of smart city mission. Like if we see there are a few completed projects that we can look at.
Yeah.
Like there is beautification of Bhagwa Talav. It was a very dirty looking talav
Yeah,
way back.
initially.
Then
Right.
KDMC undertook the revamp. And then again, under the smart city mission, the beautification happened.
Right.
And now you can see thousands of people daily
Walking,
walk there,
using
jog
it.
there, using it, doing their exercises, yoga,
Yeah.
whatever. Then that is one beautiful project that has been undertaken under smart city.
Yeah.
Then there's city park, 25-30 acre landscape, like green zone in the city.
Correct.
Where as we see that like green zones are depleting on daily
Right,
basis,
right.
and to come up with such a project, good project, it has been really commendable. that the city park has come up in Kalyan, and it's a beautiful garden, I would say. Lot of green space,
Right.
open space, and thousands of people are going there and
Using it, yes.
using it. There are a few projects that are going under smart city mission. If you say station precinct area development, the project is costing around 500 crores approximately, and the whole station area has been upgraded.
Yeah.
So there are a few things I would highlight. Like people might not know
Not
what
know about.
exactly
Yeah, people
is
don't know
happening.
what is happening.
Like
Yeah.
it's been
Correct.
happening for 2 to 3 years
Correct,
now, and
correct,
what is
correct.
happening? क्या चल रहा है यार अपनी
Correct.
city में?
Yes.
So there are a few things. Firstly, there are 3 flyovers that are coming up in the station area. One flyover would be from Subhash Chandra Bose Chauk, Subhash Chauk we call it
Yeah, correct.
popularly, to Bail Bazar. There is an exit to this flyover to Sarvodaya Garden, and there is again a separate flyover for entry and exit points for MSRTC, that is ST.
Okay.
So these 3 flyovers are coming up. Around 70 to 85% of the work as a whole has been completed.
It's been done. Okay.
The main issue when I talk to engineers of smart city, like why the progress has been slow.
Yeah.
The main issue is that it is a station area, it is a crowded area. You cannot shut the roads
Right.
completely.
Right.
So the main issue is that they get to work only in the nights, like
Acha,
say
okay.
11 to 5.
Okay, हाँ,
Only
that-
6 hours of
Yeah.
per day work.
That's a problem. Yeah.
That's the main issue. Like you cannot shut down the roads, you cannot block the roads and
Right.
say okay, station area is closed today, like
Correct.
railways do.
Like they do that, it is completely
yeah, they
about-
take mega blocks, they completely shut down the railways and
Right.
they do the work. But station has to be operating for 365
Right.
days,
Right.
24 hours.
Right.
So that is the main issue there. But slowly we are seeing the progress, and maybe in a year or two the project should be complete. Again, there is a complete revamp of the ST depot, MSRTC depot.
Okay.
It's a complete revamp wherein it will be elevated. The ST depot will be elevated, and there will be a ground plus 11 commercial complex that is coming up there. All the technical and mechanical work of the ST that is required, that is also coming up there.
Yeah.
Again, all the roads that are leading to station area will be smart roads. Like there will be CCTV systems, there will be traffic signals, everything. There are 2 escalators that are coming up.
Okay.
So all these work has been taken. There is also a parking zone and hawker zone that will be developed in station area.
Yeah.
There is a nala adjacent to the ST depot that will be covered, and that will be provided for people for parking their
Parking, yeah,
vehicles.
right.
So all these things are happening in station area,
Okay.
which obviously is taking time.
Yeah.
People have been patient for over the
I know,
years,
yeah, yeah.
and I would urge them to be a little more patient.
Right.
Meanwhile, recently I had met DCP of traffic, Thane, and I had a few suggestions for him, like what can be done
For the
if we-
traffic.
yeah, for the
Right,
traffic.
right.
If we can reroute a few roads, like where can auto rickshaws enter, where we can have
Yeah,
one way, where we
right,
can have no entries,
Right.
and all that solutions I had given. I won't say 100% of it has worked,
But at least
but
some
at
of
least a little. Like in Marathi we say "फूल ना फुलाची पाकळी." So
will help.
that will help a bit.
Right.
Thoda, if we get a little relief from the congestion, that would be helpful for the people.
So station area, I think this auto rickshaw plays a major role.
Right.
You cannot say no to them because that's the
Right.
lifeline.
Right,
If we talk
right,
about
right.
commuting in the city, because we don't have any other kind of
Correct.
transportation. Buses, it's very difficult. KDMT buses, it's
Right.
very difficult to
Right.
go to the station. So is there a plan for these auto rickshaws as well? And also if we talk about, there are problems with the auto rickshaws. They say they are not ready to go, they charge more.
Correct,
All
correct.
these issues I also keep on hearing, and maybe you have got many
Right,
complaints from
right.
the people,
Correct.
from the common people.
Right.
So what do you have to say about that? How we can, solve that?
Auto rickshaw problems have been there for many years now,
Yeah.
and this is where RTO and traffic department should come in. It's their forte of work, so they had to intervene, and they have to firstly, what I would prefer in my city to happen is to start the rickshaws on meter system.
Right.
It
Like
is
other
very
cities
essential.
have,
like
yeah.
if this can happen in Mumbai, if
Right,
this can
why
happen in Thane,
Right.
why
Why
can't
not?
this happen in Kalyan? Like
Right.
Kalyan is not a union territory that different rules apply here.
Right.
True. So those things should be applied in Kalyan as well. Why there is no meter system in Kalyan? RTO should answer this.
Right.
Why there are haphazard parking, haphazard auto rickshaw stands in Kalyan? Like whenever I have seen for last 10 years, like whenever there is a road widening somewhere, KDMC does a road widening, we have extended fanning of the roads.
Yeah.
The next day there is an auto rickshaw stand there.
True.
So what's the purpose of widening the roads?
Right. So if we have to
People
give
in
it
yeah. So people in general are not able to use the roads anyway.
Right.
So why to give them roads? So there has to be, RTO should act strictly against these violators.
Yes.
I'm not saying all the auto rickshaw drivers are like that.
Right.
No,
There are
that doesn't
people
happen.
who
There are
follow.
good people.
Yeah.
There are good auto rickshaw drivers, like those they cooperate. But there are a few auto rickshaw walas that because of them the whole community gets affected. So these things have to be pressurized by on RTO. कि भाई ये चीज़ करना चाहिए. These things should happen.
Right.
And then only, like if you go to Thane, for example, I travel to Thane almost daily. When I get out of the station, you have to stand in the queue.
Right.
There is a rickshaw stand over there. I get in the rickshaw and then I tell them I have to go here.
Yeah.
And
You
they
don't
can't
have to
deny.
ask them.
Yeah, you don't have to ask them. I will tell them, okay, I have to go to, for say,
So
Vasant
here in
Vihar,
Kalyan,
Viviana Mall.
in Kalyan it is like people come out and then they have to, आप जाओगे क्या?
हाँ जाओगे
And
क्या?
then if say yes, then you
Exactly.
can go. So
They
that should
cannot
change.
deny actually.
Right.
There is law in play. There is law in place
Refusal
that
is not allowed.
refusal is not allowed.
Right.
But that is not happening. So laws are in place,
But it
execution
is
is
not
not happening.
implemented, yeah.
So that should happen.
Right. So this is all about the station area, major
Right.
problems, like we spoke about some of the issues. If given a chance in future, like you have been working already, but if given a chance to go to a higher position or maybe whatever you have been doing, what is your vision for the city? You know, if you can break down like
Right.
what you want to do all these years and how
Right.
you are planning to do it, because that is important.
Correct.
Manifesto everybody has to say कि मुझे ये करना है, I want to do
Right,
this.
right.
But how will you completely implement it, and it should sustain also? How
Right.
will it continue for the future generation?
There are a few points which I would like to highlight here, like what I want to do for my city. Like we are living in this city for 6-7 generations now, and there are a few points that we are lagging behind. So majorly the basic infrastructure that has to be in place for any city to thrive.
Right.
The basic infrastructure is very important, like say roads, there is solid waste management, there is water supply,
Yes.
sanitation, all these things, public transport for the instance. Like it's very important. Like if we see the condition of KDMT right now, it's not very
bad,
it's not very good. So that has to be improved. So there are 3-4 points I would like to highlight here. First is the basic infrastructure.
Yes.
Right. Other things are like a good hospital should come up in
Right.
Kalyan.
After COVID, I think
Yes.
we need to
Like
get
we
on
have
that level.
yes, we have Rukmini Bai Hospital, but not all facilities are available here. So people from Kasara Karjat come to
Yes,
Rukmini Bai
yes,
Hospital,
yes.
but they are not getting the facilities.
Right.
So that needs to be upgraded. So for that there is a plot in Titwala,
Okay.
which has been reserved for a medical college and medical
Okay.
for a hospital.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess the procedure of acquisition of the land is undergoing,
Okay.
but that needs to be fast tracked. Like we cannot sit and say कि
Wait
अरे,
for the-
they will hand over the land to us, and then we will see what can be done. There's also a proposal with the state government about Rukmini Bai Hospital, about the upgradation of the Rukmini Bai
Okay.
Hospital.
It is in place.
It is in place,
Acha.
but that has not been followed up by anyone. So that is one sad condition. As a corporator, I have my limitations.
Right.
I cannot go and fight with state government.
Right.
So that has to be done by someone in the city, some prominent person,
Yeah.
some prominent elected representative. That has to be done, right? The proposal is in place. What we need to do is get the proposal sanctioned,
Right.
get the funds, and
Implement.
upgrade the existing hospital.
Right.
Rather than going and building a new hospital altogether. That should also happen.
But
of
I
course.
think the basic
Yes.
one which we have has to be
That has to be upgraded.
right.
The second thing I want is the facility of sports. Like I have been very enthusiastic about sports right from my younger days, right from my childhood. And there are no sports facilities
There
as
is
such
I know.
in Kalyan.
We don't have such place where we
exactly.
can send our kids, or maybe probably
right.
we also can.
We have a few cricket grounds, 2-3 good cricket grounds that are managed by private players, but that is not enough.
Right.
Cricket is not the only sport. So I would like to have a good sports complex in my city, wherein all the sports are covered, not only cricket. In fact, cricket will be included, but cricket, football, there are gymnastics, archery, lot of sports, every sport, swimming. So that needs to be done. So if there is a land where we can set up this sports complex, obviously that would be the close to my heart project that would be that I want to do.
Great.
Then there is again education facilities. We need to come up with good education facilities in Kalyan. There are a lot of good private schools running under CBSE, ICSE, IB boards, even SSC boards. But KDMC schools needs to be upgraded. We need to introduce English medium schools for KDMC as well. This has happened in Mumbai. BMC has upgraded their schools to English medium schools. That needs to be done in KDMC as well. See, when we talk about English medium schools, then there is again a controversy. We need to teach our students, our kids Marathi and all. That should happen. We should not forget our culture.
That is there.
But when you are out in the world, in this competitive world, we need a good education, good quality education, and that will come when we apply new techniques, new
and there are a lot of things. That can be done.
So that needs to be upgraded. Also, there should be a new like if we see BITS Pilani had come up near Kalyan.
I know. Kalyan West,
which is a management institute.
Right.
So these kind of new management institutes, engineering institutes, medical colleges, these have to come up. Like if we say Mumbai University Sub-Center is in Kalyan, but it's not active.
I know.
It has been inactive.
People were very happy.
Even we were very happy that we don't have to go to Kalina.
Right.
We don't have to travel. Don't have to travel so far to get our things done. But Mumbai University, it has been inactive for last 10 years now. Nobody is following up with the state government. So whose job is it? That needs to be addressed. Who is going to be addressed?
We have the infrastructure.
Yes,
also,
it is ready. The building is ready. Everything is ready.
Is there,
but it's inactive. There are no employees working there. There are no rights. There are nothing. Nothing is there. Nothing is happening. It has been used by some other agencies. So that has to be worked upon. The other issues is in Kalyan is the traffic congestion these days. Like people are frustrated because of the traffic conditions. If we say, like to come to my place from Kalyan station to I need half an hour to come and go. So this time, fuel, everything is wasted. So the traffic signal system has to work properly. Under smart city, they have installed a traffic signal system in few of the roads. There has to be more of it. Especially in the station area, chhatrapatishivajimaharajchauk, Sahajanand the old Kalyan. There has to be a few measures that need to be taken by KDMC. Like last month we had visited Sahajanand where this is a major chowk in Kalyan West. So we had visited with some of the smart city officers, and they are coming up with traffic signal system in that Sahajanand Chowk. Also in Durgadi Chowk, that needs to be done. So I think the traffic system should be the priority. Improve the haphazard parking. By public in general as well. That needs to be addressed as well. People need to be more educated, need to be more guided by the authorities ki aisa nahi karna chahiye, this should be done, this should not be done. The certain rules should be strictly followed. Like suppose there is a no entry, that should be followed, that should be implemented by the authorities. So these are the things that should happen for traffic system as well. Regarding the water supply system, like there are a few areas in Kalyan where still there is water supply issues. Like there are 7 to 8 wards, I guess, in Kalyan West itself. They are still facing water supply issues. So for that we need, Kalyan needs an independent, KDMC as a whole needs an independent dam, like many of the
Other places.
places they have. So we need that independent dam. So from where we can get a continuous supply for 12 months.
Yes.
So that needs to be addressed. So these are the things which are pending with state government, needs to be followed up, and the issues can be resolved.
In one word, if you can tell me, what is your expectation from, we spoke about government, we spoke
Right.
about officials, everyone. What is your expectation from the citizens, you know? They can also contribute a lot.
Correct.
When it comes to a city's vision.
Correct.
So what is your expectation? Like what they needs to do?
Public as a whole play a major role in any city's development. Like if we see Swachh Bharat Mission, who throws garbage on roads or in gutters or in nalas?
Yeah.
Who throws it?
It is from the public.
It is
yes,
from the
correct.
public. That needs to be addressed. Public should be self-aware. Public, क्या होता है ना, public say we pay the taxes and KDMC should work. No.
Of course they should work.
They should work.
But
Of course, yeah. Of
At
course
the
they should
same
work.
time,
At
as
the
you
same
say,
time, it's
yes.
the responsibility of public as well to be, at least keep our surroundings clean.
Right.
Even if everyone decides I should keep my surroundings clean, the issue will be addressed immediately. Like when we go to foreign countries, we say, wow, kitna clean hai yaar, the roads are so clean.
That is because
That
they
is
follow.
because the majorly the public is aware that I should not throw a wrapper, I should not throw my garbage on the roads, I should not throw it in gutter, I should not throw it in nala. So that should happen.
Yeah.
Again, people should follow traffic rules, basic traffic rules. I have seen a lot of people going in the wrong entries, parking their vehicles where they shouldn't be parking,
Shouldn't be parking, yeah.
blocking the roads. That should happen, which will come. As the city develops, as people get more and more educated, these things will fall in place definitely.
Right.
Again, one message for youth, I would say,
Important, yeah.
very important, because India is a young country right now.
Right.
And my message to the youth would be, firstly, they should vote.
Exactly.
Like during when election commission spends crores of rupees for that people, they urging people to vote on the
Come
voting
and
day,
vote, right.
come and vote. But still, if you see the percentages of voting, it's 50%, 40%, it's
Yes.
very less.
Yes.
So people should vote, and they should vote for the right candidate.
Right.
Whether it is municipal corporation elections, Vidhan Sabha
Or
elections,
any-
or Lok Sabha
any
elections,
elections,
any Gram Panchayat elections, whatever elections that is happening in city, towns, wherever. So they should vote for the proper candidate. They should check his educational background, whether he is well cultured, whether he is approachable,
Right.
whether he has the will to work for the people. That background needs to be checked. Whether needs to check the criminal background of the candidate. That is important.
Important, yeah.
So people should be aware of all these things, and they should come and vote.
Right.
Again, for the youth, I would definitely urge them that more and more youth, highly educated youth, should join politics.
I know.
Like when I have addressed a lot of seminars for colleges and schools, I ask students a few questions, like who want to become doctors, like half of them raise their hands, engineers, half of them raise their, and when I ask
When
who
it
wants to
comes
become
to-
politicians,
I know.
hardly any hand is raised. So that should change. I know it's not easy to come immediately in politics, contest elections, get elected.
No,
It's not
it's
easy.
not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Then again, nothing is easy. Like whenever you take a professional course, let's say if you want to become an engineer, it's not easy. You have to study hard.
Yes.
You have to go through the rigorous course of 4 years. You have
It
to.
is like
it is
another
hard.
job.
Yeah.
Like
It is
you
like.
can take it as a job, as a
Correct.
responsibility
Correct.
for
Correct.
your city.
Yeah. Else, if you are not fully into politics, you can work part time, do some social work,
Right.
start doing something for people.
Right.
So I would urge the youth of this city, this state, this country to join politics. More and more youth, they have new ideas.
Right.
They are
Yeah, a lot of-
the world is in their hands right
Yes,
now.
yes.
You can see everything what is happening in the world on your phone.
Yes.
So they have new ideas. They can work positively for the society
Right.
and for the city they live in.
Well said. So it was a lovely chat. I would say it was an enlightening chat with him. So he has a vision, he has the willpower to do lot of stuff in the city. I hope you all also got the best message out of it. Thank you so much. So we are signing off. Thank you so much.
Thank you.